Welcome to students. Hello everyone. Today we are going to discuss about the next pollution or management, that is the solid waste management. In last video lecture we had to discussing already the soil pollution, effects of soil pollution, causes of the soil pollution and remedial measures of the soil pollution. In this lecture we have to see the solid waste management. Next, in this lecture we have to see that or we have to study the various content, that is the first kinds of waste, waste generation, solid waste in India and solid waste management methods. Let's have to see in one by one in detail. First, what are the waste? Waste, it is also known as the rubbish, refuse and garbage or junk, is unwanted and useless material. Waste, it is nothing but that the name of the waste, it is the mean that the unwanted and unuseful or useless material, that is the rubbish, refuse and garbage or junk. In biology, waste is any of the many unwanted substances excreted from living organisms, metabolic waste such as urea and sweat. In the biology waste we have to see the unwanted substances excreted from the living organisms and metabolic waste such as the urea and sweat. Next, various kinds of the waste. The first, solid waste, liquid waste, biodegradable, non-biodegradable, hazardous waste and non-hazardous waste. First, solid waste. This waste in solid forms, domestic, commercial and industrial waste such as example, plastic, bottles, can, paper, scrap iron and other trash. The This type of the waste is the solid in the solid form and it is collected from the various domestic, commercial and industrial waste, the such as the various plastic types, bottles, can, paper, scrap, iron, other trash or other waste, solid waste material. Second, liquid waste. This waste in the liquid form, that is the domestic washing, chemicals, oil, waste from the ponds, manufacturing industry and other sources. Liquid waste, it is the in form of the it's waste in the liquid form and it's known as the various domestic washing, that is the uh, drain, uh, next the sewage, and another is the chemical, oils, wastewater from the ponds, manufacturing industrial production industries and other resources. Third, biodegradable, it can be degraded, that is the paper, wood, fruits and others. Next, non biodegradable, it cannot be degraded, it is the meaning that it cannot be degraded, that is the plastic, bottles, old machines, cans, styrofoam containers and others material. Next, hazardous waste, substances unsafe to use commercially, industrially, agriculturally or economically and have any of the following properties: ignitability, corrosivity, reactivity and toxicity. The hazardous, it is nothing but it is a hazard to human and also animal life. So it is unsafe to use the it's commercially or in residentially, industrially, agriculture and also it's economically and have any other following properties such as the ignitability, corrosivity, reactivity and toxicity. Non-hazardous, the substances safe to use the commercially, industrially, agriculturally and or economically and do not have any those properties mentioned above. These substances usually create disposal problems. The non-hazardous, it is totally different from hazardous waste. It can be we have to use generally in commercially, residential purposes, industrial or agricultural purposes or economically, but it have do not have any properties mentioned above, that is the ignitability, corrosivity, reactivity or toxicity, but these substances usually create the disposal problem. Next, classification of waste according to their origin and type. First, municipal solid waste. Solid waste that include household garbage, rubbish, construction, packaging materials, trade refuges, etc. are managed by the any municipality. In the municipal corporation or municipal zone, there will be uh, solid waste are collected such as the different residential zones or household garbage, rubbish, and also construction waste, packaging materials or the production materials waste, also trade refuges, etc. are managed by the any municipal corporation or local government. Next, biomedical waste, the solid or liquid waste including containers, products generated during the diagnosis, treatment, and research activities of medical science. This type of the waste we have to collect it to different hospitals such as during the diagnosis, treatment, and research activities of the medical science. Next, industrial waste. It is also the liquid or solid waste that are generated by manufacturing processing unit of various industries like chemical, petroleum, coal, metal, gas, sanitary, and paper, etc. Next, agriculture waste. This waste generated from farming activities. These substances are mostly biodegradable. Next, fishery waste. Wastage wastage generated due to fishery activities. This waste is generated due to the fishery activities. Next, e-waste. It is a nowadays big issue. The e-waste, that is the electronic waste generated from any modern establishment. They may be described as the discarded electric or electronic devices. Some electronic scrap components such as CRTs, wires, circuits, mobile or computers. E-waste it is a modern waste or also known as a technology waste. The unuseless or unused or scrap material of the electronics we have to uh, collected where different residential or industrial, that is such as the some components such as the CRTs, wire circuits, also mobiles, computer, laptops, or any electronic gadgets. Next, sources of the waste is main sources of the waste is the first is household and second is the industry. In household, we have to collect the various garbage or also the waste in solid also as well as the liquid, and also it is the industry we have to collect the liquid as well as the solid waste. Next, another source is the agriculture and fisheries. The fisheries is due to the fisheries at the time during the fisheries activity, and agriculture we have to collecting the waste of the fertilizers and extra chemical pesticides we have to use. This is the waste of the agriculture. Next, this is the in this picture or in this slide we have to see the contribution of the various waste or sources of waste. The first, the 28.5% is the contribution of paper and paperboard waste are created. Next, 13.9% is the food scraps, that is the waste of fruits. Next, 13.4% is the yard trimmings. Next, 12.4% is the plastic waste such as the various plastics such as the plastic wrap, bottles or chocolate wrap, etc. Next, 9% is the metal. Next, 8.4% is the rubber, leather, and textile waste. Let's say it is coming from the manufacturing of the various industries. Next, it is 6.4% of the wood. This is the coming from the deforestation, after deforestation waste or cutting the trees. Next, 4.6% the glass and 3.4% the other. This is all the sources are or waste. Next, the structure of the solid waste. The solid waste is there are the two sub is the refuse and trash. In the refuse, there is the garbage and rubbish, and under the rubbish there is seen that the non-degradable, that is the glass, rubber, metal, plastic, non-metal set, and under the this non-degradable slowly degradable paper, wood products and textiles, and garbage in the garbage under the garbage, vegetable, meats, food waste and other readily degradable organic waste. As a garbage, it is the degradable waste and rubbish is the non-degradable waste. And second one is the trash, the bulky waste that is the TV, refrigerator, goods, broken furniture, etc. This is the structure of the solid waste. Next, the waste generation rates of the some Asian countries were to collecting the different waste generation rates of the Asian countries. The first is the Nepal, so 250, and waste generation per kg per capita day is per day collection is 0.2 to 0.5%, and is the Cambodia the 260 GNI is 1%, low PDR 290.7, Bangladesh 370.5 waste generation, Vietnam 390.55, Pakistan 440.6 to 0.8%, India 450.3 to 0.6%, Indonesia 570.8 to 1%, and then next China, the highest, the 840.8%. That is 0.8% waste generation per day, per kg per capita day. Next, Sri Lanka 850.2 to 0.9%, Philippines 1040.3 to 0.7, and in Thailand to 2000 GNI, but waste generation is per kg per capita day is only 1.1. All the waste generation rates are collected from various Asian countries. Next is the solid waste in India. The 7.2 million tons of the hazardous waste are collected, the 160 square kilometer of additional landfill area every year, and rupees 1600 crore of for treatment and disposal of this waste. We have to expensive the almost 1600 crore for the treatment and disposal of this waste. And in addition to this, industrial discharge about 150 million tons of high volume low hazard waste every year, which is mostly dumped on open low lying land areas. In we have to see in the previous video lecture the what is the effect of the dumping the waste, but it is no any treatment or treatment equipment or treatment technology for the most of the industrials are dumping that they those waste, that is a solid or a liquid waste, in the groundwater ground level. Next, growth of solid waste in India. The waste growing by leaps and bounds. In 1981 to 91, the population of Mumbai increased from 8.2 million to 12.3 million. During the same period, municipal solid waste has grown from 3,200 tons to 5,355 tons, in an increase of 67%. It's a general thing. If the population growth is a rise, then also it is a rise the waste of the or solid waste of the in the that area. The city like Bangalore produces 2,000 tons of waste per annum. Waste collection is very low for all Indian cities, where most of the waste we are not collected by the local authority or local municipal corporation. That because it is very harmful, or some hazardous or health problems are created. Next, primarily by the city municipality, no gradation of waste produce, example biodegradable glasses, polycap, paper shreds, or etc. There is no any separation of the waste production, that is no separation of the biodegradable glasses, polycap, plastics, paper shreds, or etc. We all the waste are collected at one column or when one waste product. Dumps this waste directly to the city outside. This all the waste we have to directly dumping on this outside of this city area. Next, local. रद्दी wala or kabadi wala. Collection small iron pieces by magnets. Collecting glass bottles. Collecting paper for recycling. The rati wala and kabadi wala are the collecting the small iron pieces with the help of the magnet, and also collecting the glass bottles or waste bottles, and collecting the paper for recycling. Next, how solid waste affected in recent years. In Mumbai, we have seen the flood situation. They closed the sewage line due to large number of plastic bags. We have to see in 2005 in Mumbai, there is a flood situation because of the due to large number of plastic bags in the present in the lakes or nalas, and also not in Mumbai, but we have to experience in last year in Sangli or Kolhapur district the flood situation. The most reason is the flood situation. The waste, plastic waste or other solid waste are present in the river or lake. That causes the it is a problematic, or it is a disturbance to flowing the water in the river or lake. Next, blast in the Bhushan Steel Factory at Noida caused due to imported scrap from Iran is one of the most problematic condition. We all the waste are directly dumped at the ground. That is the effect is the blasting the due to the imported scrap from the Iran, and reduction in the number of migratory birds due to consumption of contaminated foods. Animals dying on streets and farmland due to consumption of plastic bags, which blocks the food movement in their stomach. The animals directly are dying on the streets and farmland due to consumption to directly eating the plastic bags, which is the blocks the food movement in their stomach. Next, what is the health impacts of the solid waste? Exposure to hazardous waste can affect from human health. Children being more vulnerable to this coldness. That is a very aggressive. It is a nowadays we have to see the children are very aggressive or very reactive or no, uh, not any understanding condition because of this hazardous waste directly eating or drinking from the water. Next, improperly operated incineration plants cause air pollution. Improperly managed and designed landfills attract all types of the insects that spread diseases. Due to this impact, we have to it is the forming the air pollution, causes the air pollution improperly managed, and also designed the landfills attract all the types of the diseases are spread. And direct handling of solid waste result is the chlorine digestion with the waste workers, and is uh, without any using the gloves. It's a very harmful or very hazardous of the direct handling the solid waste of the waste workers or laborers. First, what is a landfill? It is the most traditional method of the waste disposal. It is a very oldest method of the waste disposal. That's a landfill. The waste is directly dumped into the disused quarries, mining voids, or borrow pits. Disposal waste is compacted and covered with soil. This disposal waste we have to come compacted and covered with soil. The gases generated by the decomposing waste materials are often burned to generate power, and it is generally used for the domestic waste. Here we see that one of the picture of the landfilling or garbage plant. In the like this picture, like this image, we have to see the outside of the city or outside of the our gramin or rural areas. Next, what is the advantages? Landfill site is the cheap waste disposal option for the local council. It is very economic other than methods. Next, jobs will be created for local people. The lots of different types of waste can be disposed by landfill in comparison to other waste disposal methods. Next, the gases given off by the landfill site would be collected and used the generating power. The gases are creating this landfill site. We have to collect and to use or generating the power using these gases. Then, what is the disadvantages? The site will look ugly but it is being used for landfill. It is a site look be ugly, and dangerous gases are given from landfill landfill sites that cause local air pollution and contribute to global warming. Due to this landfilling, it is creating the or forming the air pollution, and it is contribute the global warming issues. Local streams could become polluted with toxins seeping through the ground from the landfill site. Once the site has been filled, it might not be able to use for the redevelopment as it might to be polluted. At the once it is the site will be using for the landfill, it is not able to use for our use for the redevelopment purposes, at the might to be too much polluted. Next, incineration. Incineration in waste treatment process it involves the combustion of solid waste at 1000 degrees Celsius. The waste material are burning at the combustion at the temperature 1000 degrees Celsius. Waste material are converted into ash, flue gas and heat. The ash is mostly formed by inorganic constituents of the waste and gases due to organic waste. The ash is mostly most of the forming due to the inorganic constituents of the waste, and also gas is due to forming due to the organic waste. The heat generated by the incineration is used to generate the electric power. This is the incineration we have to generate incineration due to is used for the generating the or forming the electric power. In this picture we have to see that this steam is used for the proper turbines to generate the electricity. We see that the waste or solid waste are combustion or heat at the temperature and is created or generated the electricity power. Next, what is the advantages? The minimum of land is needed compared to other disposal methods. It's have the minimum land compared to landfill. Next, the weight of the waste reduced to 25% of the initial value. This is very economic than other methods. No risk of the polluting local streams and groundwater as in landfills. There is no risk of the any polluting, that is air pollution is the you have to control, and also we have to prevent in the groundwater pollution. Next, incineration plants can be located close to residential areas. The most important, it is a very useful for the we have to this plant are installing the near about the residential areas. Gases are used to generating for these gases developing we have to use for the generating the electricity power. But what is the disadvantage? It is expensive, require the skilled labor. It is issue. The chemicals that would be released into the air could be strong pollutants and may destroy ozone layer. The major disadvantage is the high energy requirement. Due to these chemicals released into the air, it could be strong pollutant and it's destroy the ozone layer. It has become it's also become the global warming issues, and also it is a high energy requirement. Next, compaction. The waste is compacted or compressed. It is also break up large or fragile items of waste. This process is conspicuous in the feed at the back end of many garbage collection vehicle. Deposit refuse the bottom of slope for the best compaction and control of flowing litter. This type of composition waste we have to collect in the various trucks or various vehicles of the collection of the various vehicles, and deposit they refuse the bottom of the slope to best compaction and controlling the flowing the litter. This is a picture of the compaction. Here we see that the roller are compacting to waste. Next, pyrolysis. The pyrolysis it is defined as the thermal degradation of waste in the absence of the air to produce the char, pyrolysis oil and signals. The example is the conversion of wood to Charcoal also it is defined as the destructive distillation of waste in the absence of oxygen. External source of heat is employed in this process. This is the picture of the pyrolysis. The one is the pre-treatment of the biomass, and you have to collect the dry grain and the air, it is the airlock. The second is the pyrolysis reaction, the combustion is the air inlet, the ash is created. Next is the raw gases. The third is char collection. It is a cyclone and char collector. For this char collector, then is the quencher. There is a quench system, and after that bio oil storage. It is very useful for the at the time of the absence of the air, that is the absence of the oxygen. This is the method of the or procedure of the pyrolysis reaction. Next, the 3R system, that is the reduce, reuse, and recycle. The reduce, you can help the recycling of 1/3 of all garbage is packaging. But things that are in the packages that can be recycled or are made of recycled materials. When you are buying something small, say no thanks to bag. It's the most important to controlling the preventing the pollution. Next, reuse. The many things can be reused before you throw them out. Many things are we have to reuse we have, before throwing this item or them out. Then use the coffee cans or cottage cheese containers for storage. Use bags of paper or bags of used envelopes for jointing notes food. Uh, Next, leftovers in reusable reusable containers instead of using wraps and foil. Use of old clothes or rags for cleaning instead of paper towels. Have a garage sale or donate clothes, books or toys that you don't use anymore. This is we have to in the house or also the inside of the house or outside the house. The many things we have to reuse. That is some example of some things like that. Next, recycle. Each year we have to use the 25 billion plastic containers, the 30 billion bottles and jars, and 65 billion aluminum cans, and 100 billion pounds of paper. We have to recycling the almost the each year or every year to 25 billion plastic containers, 30 billion bottles and jars, 65 billion aluminum cans, and 100 billion pounds of paper. Next, then what is the conclusion? That is, it is found that with increase in the global pollution or global warming and the rising the demand of for food and other essential, there has been a rise in the amount of waste being generated daily by each household. It is a natural thing or it is a regular basis. If it is the requirement is more, that waste is the more. Then waste that is not properly managed, especially etc. or other liquid and solid waste from household and the community, or it is a serious health hazard and lead to spread of infectious diseases. We need to thus perfect waste management or to managing the especially the etc. that is the solid waste and other liquid are also solid waste from the household and other community, that is the industrial or other production uh, zones are serious health is a serious health hazard and lead to spread of various infection diseases. We need to awareness about this type of the infection, and we have to controlling and preventing the using this solid waste management. Okay, today we are this is the complete here. Today we have to stop here. In next lecture we have to see the another pollution type or another technical term. Thank you so much.